Hey everyone, Spot of Nerd here with an incredibly awesome brand new episode from yours truly, because I was gonna wait and do a review on this film kind of in collaboration with some other films like Sinners and Until Dawn, which I just watched as well. And then also I'm currently watching Warfare. So I was going to kind of do like a 4-in-1 review, but I figured this was just too damn good to not give you guys my take on one of horror's, thriller's greatest introductions into this new world, into this new, I guess, time frame, whatever you want to call it. Ash, which is currently a thriller/horror sci-fi film, which you can watch on Shudder right now, or other means. You do you. I kid you not, people. This film, I mentioned it very briefly in a couple episodes back, but obviously I hadn't finished it yet. I have actually just finished it now, and hand to God, this film, hands down, one of the greatest sci-fi thriller, all over the place, words I can't think of right now, best films I've ever seen in my life, hands down. And I cannot recommend it enough. Not just because it has the dude from Breaking Bad in it, but I swear to you, Ash is going to be the there's a word I can't think of right now. Oh my god, brain no work right now. Basically is going to be what other movies should look to basically, if they want to be successful and if they want to grow and continue. Because Ash, I'm rambling right now, so I'll shut up and we'll just go to the intro. If you want to watch something epic, 10 out of 10 for this film. Let's talk about Ash, finally. Okay, excuse the rambling. It's apparently I like to record these really late at night because number one, I can't sleep. Number two, I can't sleep. And then number three, odds are I can't sleep. So I start doing movie reviews and I'm like, why am I doing this when my brain doesn't work on top of everything else? But hey, what the hell? So jokes aside, it is one of the most original, epic sci-fi gore thriller fest films that I have ever seen in my entire life. 4 cups of tea out of 4 from yours truly, Spot of Nerd, and I mean that with every inch of my heart. Albeit my only little critique, fair warning, it's a bit of a slow burn. I'm gonna spoil some things here, so again, if you don't want to know, look away, go watch, come back. Otherwise, if you don't care, just keep watching, keep listening on the podcast. But Ash is just, I put it on I think this is what I was thinking about in the beginning when I started to ramble. I put Ash on the level of the very first Alien film. It was something different, it was something unique, but it was something that we've never seen before. It was gore, it was the thriller, it was sci-fi, it was aliens, and all the in-between. And albeit there is gore, it wasn't over the top, it was fitted in the right place. There are films that can go over the top, but this was beautifully done. Again, it didn't have the highest budget, so you can kind of see from a visual standpoint the planet that they're on. Sometimes you don't need $300 million to make, to me, what would be considered an Oscar-worthy film. And yes, that's a big word to use on such a small level like Ash, but I promise you guys, this film is just, I'm in awe, really, of just how incredible it really was once it starts going. The first 20-30 minutes really are a bit of a slow burn, but once you start to understand what's happening, damn. So, quick synopsis. You have this gal, her name is Raya. They're on a planet. Earth, of course, is running out of oxygen, so they need to, humanity needs to expand out to the universe. Humans obviously have already started doing that. They've already created spaceships and they're traveling, blah, 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 blah. So they land on this planet known as Ash. It starts off with Raya. She's just woken up and there's just horribleness everywhere. All of her crew is dead. Gore, blood, nasty ass shit. But it's in a very eerie way. It's not like they just They didn't die peacefully. There's just blood everywhere. There's body parts everywhere. And she doesn't have a clue what's going on. So, cut a long story short, we then get introduced to Breaking Bad guy.
Yeah, Mr. White. Yeah, science.
He comes in and he's like, what the hell happened here? I'm your rescue. You guys sent a distress signal. I'm here to rescue you. Blah, 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 blah. So he looks around and goes, oh my God, what the fuck happened here? They need to get out. They only have like 2-3 hours or something like that of oxygen left. So like, my ship's over here. We need to get out of here. But we come to learn with Raya, she wants to find out what the hell happened, you know, during this time that she was either passed out or wasn't sure what the hell was going on. Like her mind just doesn't know what the hell is happening. We come to find there's this really cool medical device, and she keeps like scanning people to try to find out, okay, this dude died of forced blunt head trauma, this dude died of drowning, yada yada yada. And you know, she doesn't buy it. It's all total like, there's no way this person, there had to be an infection, there had to be some sort of abnormality. And while she's doing this, and of course you have other, I'm just gonna call him Breaking Bad, he's pressuring her like, we gotta get out of here, we gotta get out of here, we gotta get out of here. You come to find out he's just a figment of her imagination, because she's getting flashbacks of her actually murdering the rest of her crew. It's such an amazing original story that I was just so impressed by, and such great acting, such great storytelling, such great dialogue. I cannot recommend this film enough. Cut to the very end, we come to find out, you know, obviously it's an alien organism that got into the crew. It's this little like, I don't know what you want to call it, but basically it's a little organism. It got inside people, took over their body, and they rampaged with everything. And Raya was the only one that could kill everybody. She saved herself, blah, 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 blah. And not in a way, and I want to be very clear, not in a woke identity politic kind of way. This is just like, you know, the flashbacks show you what happened. She just defended herself, and she defended herself in the right way. She had a knife. This alien organism tried to kill her. Didn't work out. We come to find out she scans herself with this medical device. She has the parasite inside of her brain. So that's why she doesn't remember anything. That's why she doesn't know what the hell happened, because she's been taken over by the organism and she's being controlled on everything that's going on. So you come to find out that the organism is actually able to talk. It's kind of like they do one scene with her, one scene with the organism, because of course the organism is inside her head, and the organism basically saying, this is our planet, you don't deserve to be here, I've looked into your memory, humans are horrible, I'm gonna now leech onto you, we're gonna go back to Earth and we're gonna destroy everything there. And again, it's just like, they could take this story arc, they could take these characters down so many paths, so many incredible journeys, like they did with Alien, that I really hope they do. The end of the movie, this robot medical device basically goes into her brain, pulls out the alien organism, which, damn, from the graphic perspective, because like I say, they do not pull away the camera, which quite frankly is kind of badass at the same time. But obviously the organism, once it gets pulled out of her brain, just leaches back over into the found dead body of Breaking Bad. So Raya found the original dead body of Breaking Bad. The organism leaches into him, even though he's already dead, and reincarnates the body. So it's basically a zombie. His head blows up, like think Terminator 2, the T-1000, and starts going after Raya, because it's like, no, you can't escape. I won't let you escape. But ultimately, she gets a hold of a flamethrower, kills the organism, and she escapes back up into the mothership, I guess if you want to call it. But here's the best part. So she's escaping, the credits roll, because you think, okay, the end of the film, everything's great, handy dandy. Credits start to roll, and you get a mid-credit scene. Big spoiler here. The camera pulls back on the mothership, and it's literally littered with this organism's tentacles. So clearly, we now know the organism has somehow found its way back up to the space station, and or it's a future look at the space station, because of course somehow some remnants ended up with Raya as she escapes the planet Ash. And that's it. And then it just rolls with the credits. So, like I said, huge, amazing, epic. Cannot recommend enough film. If you're into this type of genre, the thriller, gore, sci-fi-esque, it's very original. You've probably heard of none of these characters or actors except for Aaron Paul. Again, I think that's his name. Breaking Bad. It's very minimally done as far as the photography, as far as the look, the feel. The dialogue's incredible, but I really think that I hope that they really take this film in so many more directions, whether through television series or future films, because number one, I want to find out what the hell's going on more, and number two, I really think this is just a series you can expand on in a way like we've never seen before. Look at Alien, look at Predator, look at Alien vs. Predator. They've taken that in so many different directions. This is completely different, and I can't wait, and I hope and pray that they do take this in a bazillion directions. So check it out if you can. I think it might be in theaters somewhere. I don't really know. I know you can watch it on Shudder, stream it, however you want to get a hold of it. But seriously, incredible. Go check out Ash ASAP right now. And that's it. Like I said, I'm starting to make these episodes a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter. Hopefully you're enjoying. I appreciate every single one of you, especially if you got this far. Let me know your thoughts in those comments. If you haven't already, give me the thumbs up, and of course, throw that beautiful subscribe button right down below. Huge appreciation if you haven't already. But until next time, folks, we will catch you guys in the next episode. Laters, y'all. Something really quickly I forgot to mention too that also makes this movie just so epic. The soundtrack. We always talk about soundtracks can just add that little cherry on the top to make a good movie great. This is one of those movies. It's very Tron-esque type vibe. It's very technic or whatever that genre of music is, but mix that with space travel like the Odyssey. Old school sci-fi, like the 80s type sci-fi. It's just so amazing, and if anything, go check out the soundtrack, because odds are, without even watching the movie, you'll probably just enjoy the music regardless of the film. So there's that too.